figure out something, and but we'll just I got to talk to my team, and we'll figure it out.
Andy, and sorry, right here.
Okay.
I was just wondering because you've obviously, for your first title shot, you were with Abel Sanchez. You went off to New Zealand to fight Joseph Parker. The run next to you has had previous experience being on the opposite corner to Anthony Joshua. I want to know how he's impacted your career and what kind of new life he's breathed into your career.
You know, Manny Robles, he's been on me since fucking day one, man. Calling me like, hey, where are you at? You need to come to the gym. But you know what? All that paid off. And he told me that I was going to thank him this time. And I thank you, man.
And one for
My
Eddie.
dad as well.
Yeah.
Eddie,
Yes.
do you wish that you responded to Manuel Charles' text right now?
No, because we wanted to give a proper fight. You know, with all due respect to Manuel Charr, Trevor Bryan, they're not worthy challengers. We wanted a proper test for AJ. If you come to Madison Square Garden, you've got to give the public a real fight. I knew, and we knew, that Andy Ruiz would give Anthony Joshua a real fight. Unfortunately, he gave him more of a fight than we hoped he would. But he deserves it, and you know, tonight belongs to him. Yeah.
Fight hype. Aside from the business stuff, right, and what this means, you know, for matchroom boxing, like I would imagine over the years you've developed a actual friendship with AJ. Take us through the emotion when it happened, the emotion you feel.
I don't think it's really sank into anybody at the moment. I mean, you know that 22 fights in, he's still learning the sport of boxing. But he's been in with Dillian White, Vladimir Klitschko, Takan Parker, Povetkin, you know, Brazil. So he's always been learning on the job. Unfortunately, when you have to learn on the job, sometimes on the biggest of arenas, something can go wrong. And it's brutal when it goes wrong. You know, there's no hiding place when you're in there and he's chasing you around the ring, raining shots down on you, and he's getting up and he can't feel his legs, and you know he's still with the doctor now. He's fine, but you know he didn't want to quit. He's a fighter. And you know, for us, yeah, we signed him from his debut. We're very close friends, but we also understand sport. We understand boxing, and when you get beat by the better man, there's no excuses. You know, people have already said to me, "Oh, you know, he had a sty on his eye. Was it a bad camp?" I can't even tell you. I'd love to stand here now and say it was a terrible camp and he had these injuries, but it's not true. You know, and he won fair and square, Andy Ruiz, and we're all devastated as a team. But I know Anthony Joshua's work ethic. I know that this will burn him so bad inside because he's the ultimate competitor. You see him smiling in the ring because he's genuinely happy for Andy Ruiz. But tomorrow, the day after, and the coming weeks, this is going to eat him up bad. And you know, great fighters come back and improve. Some fighters never come back the same. The future will show how Anthony Joshua responds. Hi, Tom. I can't even remember back. I mean, the first round, I think I gave to Joshua. I think I did like all square after two. I thought Joshua won I thought the fourth and fifth round, nothing really happened. I think Joshua probably nicked one of those rounds, and then the sixth, I thought Andy won. I think the sixth was the round where it really started to get bad, because actually, the fourth round, nothing really happened. The fifth round, I thought Joshua actually got back to the jab. Sorry? Oh, I know. I remember the third round. No, I said... No, because I'm talking about the sixth round. I think we won't be forgetting the third round. But the sixth round was actually, after the fifth round, I thought Joshua won the fifth round. I thought, okay. And then the sixth round, he really looked like he started to tire. So, I don't know. I mean...
I didn't want to leave it to the judges.
Even? For me,
I did not want to leave it to the judges for this fight. I knew if it would have came out a decision, I don't think I would have got the victory. So I think I had to fight hard, let everything out, you know, in that ring. And what do you know, we got the victory.
Eddie, just at the back here.
Sorry.
Hello.
Deck, yeah.
Yeah,
I heard you,
back,
boss.
in the middle.
Okay.
Do you know what the situation is with the IBF? Is there a danger that Andy might be strict with that if he takes the rematch.
No, the rematch takes precedence anyway over the belts. But listen, I've already the next mandatory is the WBO, and I've already spoken to Paco Valcazar, who would have no issues with the rematch anyway. And we don't want Andy Ruiz to lose. Oh, Anthony don't want to lose one of these belts. So the rematch, every belt will be on the line, but Andy has the chance to defend his titles and go on just in fights with Wilder and Fury. But, you know, for us, AJ will want to win his belts back, but he'll want to beat Andy Ruiz. But I believe every one of those belts will be on the line. Hold on at the front here.
Hey Andy, when I spoke to you before, we were talking about Snickers promotion, Snickers deals. Did you eat one before?
You know what? They didn't let me eat a Snickers. They didn't.
Maybe that's what went wrong.
Yeah, I think that's what took longer. But you know what? With this hard work, dedication, it all paid off. It all paid
A
off.
few more guys. Yeah, hold on.
Andy,
Let's have someone who hasn't asked
Andy.
a question yet. Yes, Lance. yeah.
Andy, I just wanted to ask you, what do you think this means to the people of Imperial Valley and basically all of Southern California? So many Mexican fans, I'm sure, were eating this up.
You know what? I had a lot of fans over there rooting for me, and I'm pretty sure they're really proud, especially my hometown. And you know that's where I grew up with. That's where I grew up at, and I know everybody's just smiling and saying he did it. The kid from a small little town, he did it.
Andy, we mentioned in the build-up earlier in the week about how you would like to go to the Mexican White House. If you do get the invite from the president, would you go down to Mexico for a car ride and a parade? Would that be incredible for you?
Of course, that would be a blessing going over there and showing these bouts and telling them that we just made history.
What does it mean to the Mexican-American people in this country? What do you think it'll mean?
It's gonna mean a lot, you know. A lot of people were supporting me, you know, and a lot of doubters as well. But we made it happen. Now we're the first Mexican heavyweight champion of the world, and no one can take that from me. Nobody.
Andy, after Joshua beat Klitschko, he said to him, "I respect you, but I'm not going to give you too much respect because I might have to fight you again." Talk about how much respect you're going to give Joshua, and then also, Eddie, if you can, for a few minutes afterwards, just briefly talk about the amazing women's fight that we saw earlier today.
Well, I'll do that when Andy's gone. I think let's keep it to this fight. So,
You know what? I'm gonna respect Joshua either way. You know, he's a champion. Well, he's an ex-champion now, and you know, respects to all fighters that jump in the ring. You know, we go in there and risk our lives, and I respect the dude like a lot. You know, but once we're in the ring, there's no friends, there's no respect. There's just somebody that's trying to take their dreams away too. You know, but I respect the man.
Andy, before you fight, Mikey Garcia came in your locker room. What did he tell you, or what did Sam Watson tell you before the fight?
That I could do it, man. That I'm gonna do it. That I'm gonna shock the world. And what do you know? I just shocked the world, and I'm the first Mexican heavyweight champion of the world.
Mike.
Deontay Wilder just chimed in on Twitter and said, you know, Joshua wasn't a true champion. His whole career was consistent of lies, and now we know who's winning from who. What do you say to that?
Well, listen. At the end of the day, you know, Joshua's down right now. If you want to kick him when you're down, no problem. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are absolutely delighted that Joshua lost tonight. I don't think anyone in the team is. I don't think his fans are. I'm sure Andy's team aren't particularly, pleased that he lost because he's a real champion. He wanted to fight anybody. Andy stepped up. It wasn't a case of, we need to pick the right guy. Or we don't. It was, yes, we believe we could beat Andy Ruiz. Let's do it. So, listen, Deontay Wilder has zero class. He has done from day one. And, if Andy can beat Joshua in the rematch, I hope he goes on to beat Deontay Wilder as well.